And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, and all the things with that go along with foreign exchange trading and prop firm trading. So I'm here with Henry, the Forex trading parakeet. He's helping me out today too. Those are those chirp sounds. If you hear a chirp, don't worry. It is not your computer. It is a actual bird. So here we go. We have, let's get into the background with, whoops, not get into that. Let's get into the risk disclaimer first, because that's where we're going to go first. I have to tell you about this because I'm in the United States, and I think this is what is required by law. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. So before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So we're not going to lose all of our investment capital because that's not what we do as responsible traders. Now let's get into the how we're doing in the challenge. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're talking about. I'm in a sweatshirt today because I do have to go to work. It is a holiday, a bank holiday in the United States. It's not a trading holiday. I think all the markets are open. But it is something called Veterans Day. I think they call it something different in Canada. They call it Poppy Day or something like that. But at any rate, this is the look, I finally turned a profit. Look at that. However, it's not lasting long because I'm in a gold trade that is turning south. And not turning south a whole lot, but it is turning south a little bit. So it's indicating some dollar strength. Let's go ahead and go into here and see what trades I've got. I'm in at 141.39, which is apparently turning into a resistance area. It looks like silver's coming down too. Silver was over 51.25 at one point. Now it is coming down briskly. So that's, wonder what is going on here. It's not what was going on 15 minutes ago, which is half the fun of Forex. You never know what's going to happen. So it looks like we've got our gold sell-off starting up. I may want to consider getting out of that trade. Since it's not going the way I expected it to. Well, it's fighting support at 41.19-ish. We'll get into that in just a minute. Let's see what's going on with gold, or the dollar index. Dollar index is kind of languishing right now. That's the weekly chart. Let's get down to the daily. I just got finished watching Michael Boutros' video on the weekly technical outlook for pretty much everything, because he's with Forex.com and StoneX, which is my primary personal broker, my live broker right now. I don't see that changing. I've been with him for about 10 years. So, let's see what's going on here. You'll also notice I'm gotten some new lines on these charts too, because I'm kind of experimenting with TradingView and how to use it. I want to put that on the top, right, and top. And that's, so I've got some blue lines that are going to be on here too. I think they come up as blue on the video. Yeah, they do. Okay, cool. So that's, my green lines are not showing up though. Yeah, they are. Oh well. At any rate, this is what we've got going on. That's the monthly open for the DXY, and it is trying to get back to the monthly open. Don't eat the desk, Henry. It's not bad for you. Here's Henry. See? So here's what we've got going on here. We have DXY. It's pretty much languishing. Not a whole lot of direction. Not a whole lot going on. So that gives us markets that are languishing. Not really showing any much direction. Not really sure what's going on, because we're in kind of a pause area right now. Yes, look at that. We made it to 42 days till the government shutdown. This is the 42nd day, and they're starting to tidy up that and get that ready to go. I think Thursday is when the U.S. government opens up, and then we're probably going to get hit with a deluge of economic data, which will allow us to figure out our positions. And I might want to stay out of the markets that day, because that's one day I have no idea what's going to happen. And if you don't know what's going to happen, you're best to be sitting on the sidelines. So with that, we don't have anything, no direction right now. And I mean, these are just clean open close days for the euro versus the dollar. I mean, that's going to be hard to trade, except unless you're trading on the 15-minute charts or something like that, which I don't have time to do that. I'm not sitting in front of the computer the whole time. Got some very clean resistance right here on the euro. I mean, dollar versus the yen right there at 154.30. Looking for a breakout there at some point, but I don't see it happening. It's just not going above that 154.30 point, and without the without the DXY picking up. Right now, it shows the DXY Japanese yen a little bit weaker than the dollar, but that is not scientific at all. I mean, it is scientific, but it's not. Doesn't translate into the markets as well. You can't look at that at the currency strength meter and say, "Oh, this is definitely going to happen." No, 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 no. Nothing is definitely going to happen in Forex. Let's see, pound versus the dollar. Again, pound is starting to sell off a little bit, but it's holding on to the support level, which I labeled as support at 131.43. I'll get a better label on that soon. I need to pull this into array, I think. But this is one of the cleaner trades. However, it's kind of heading down to the south. Probably going to come up off the support level at 131.39, and could possibly take off from there. Could break through it again, but it's holding well so far. Pound versus the yen is right here. We have the pound versus the yen at 202.69. It's coming off a little bit against the yen. But really not a whole lot of direction there. It's coming back to almost a 50% mark on the previous day's candle, so that might be an entry opportunity around we'll call around 202.56, maybe 202.49, 202.50. That might be a good opportunity to come in. It does. I have seen the pound versus the dollar bounce off of psychological levels like the 50 before, and there's no doubt that it could happen again. No doubt that it could happen again. Okay, so there is some doubt that it could happen again because those really work. It's double negative. Oh well, we have the dollar versus the CAD again finding support right here at the this blue line I put in there, and I don't remember why I put it in there. Oh, it's the May high. Okay, well, let's get that to the top. Oh, it is to the top right. Okay, yeah, you just can't see it right there. Because it is right at the May high. So it's blocking out the label for that blue line, which is a new one. I just put in there today because I was watching Michael Boudros from Forex.com. And I get a lot of direction from those guys. They're actually great technicians. And I've been watching them for years, basically. CAD versus the yen. Not a whole lot going on here. See it topping out right there, right at the Smart Money Concepts selling area. So that might be an area to look out below. Your oil is bounced a little bit. Not much to really talk about yet. So we'll see what happens from there. Let's see, Aussie versus the dollar. Not one I typically trade because it does things like this. Not really a whole lot of direction with the Aussie versus the dollar right now. So with that, we're just going to kind of skim over that one. And now we'll go into the gold. Gold versus the dollar. Gold versus the dollar. Remember, dollar is trading in golds. Gold is based in dollars. So if the dollar's got dollar weakness, you're typically going to have gold strength. If you have dollar strength, you're typically going to have gold weakness. Same thing with silver. Again, coming up to this resistance area right here, I'm starting to notice that is a very strong resistance area. Also by the red lines I drew on the chart. At about 51.23. We'll see if it can get over that. It was trading on 41.58 is the high on this candle right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 41.59, and then shied right off that 41.59 mark of hard to break through on that one. I guess to show a really definite breakthrough area would be around 41.62 ish before it starts taking off again. So we'll see what happens with that. The dollar, the government opening back up again and increasing government spending could send gold higher. That does typically weaken the dollar. Gold versus the dollar. Silver versus the dollar right here. Again, coming right off that did not get a close resumptive to the upside, so that's what we really need to see if that's going to take off again, to see a close resumptive to the upside. And I do have a a silver trade in right now, but it has not been triggered. It's an open, it's a buy stop. So when it goes through that area, it will trigger a trade, but right now it does not look like it's going to do so. So we'll see what happens with that. That's really all I've got today. I'm going to go play a little guitar and get ready to go to the workplace a little bit later. So you guys have a great one. I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, something else. If you like this video, then by all means like this video. Hit the thumbs up. If you want to find out when I'm doing more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel, and you'll certainly get notifications about that. And also, if you have any comments, by all means comment to the channel, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.